The forest thins out as the party emerges from the deep jungles where the Mistress made her lair. Carrying the massive amount of loot, glorious money, and with Captain Sorok himself carrying the fourth piece of 8, the second one they've collected. Or was it fifth? The point is, the second piece of 8 that the party has collected, the group looks towards the Treant's Grove right up ahead to see a lot of the small plant-like people gazing longingly at them, eager for news, ready to see, did they do it? Is the Mistress dead? And as the 6 of you approach, all of them look up at you with trepidation. None of them speaking, but each of them ready to hear whatever news you have to deliver. Which raises the question, what news are you going to deliver to these people?
I have an idea.
Hmm.
I'm just going to show them the wood.
As you hold up the piece of 8, the glorious icon that she held in her highest regard, all of them seem to recognize what it actually means. A cheer goes up, sounding like the calls of birds and the rustling of leaves on a summer windy day, as all of them start celebrating and dancing around the massive treant they call home. The treant himself looks down at the party and smiles. You have saved us all, and you have my deepest gratitude.
Stark would nod and bow his head, removing his hat in the process, of course. We appreciate the gratitude. Honestly, that last was a real kick in the noggin. But, well, she won't be troubling anyone anymore.
And with that, I would like to welcome you all, ladies, gentlemen, and others, to Prism Blade Gaming's production of Seas of Saltmarsh. Episode 4, The Second Piece of 8. I am your host, Hawk Johansson. I am also the head GM. I am your god. I am your embodiment of chaos and RNG. You will pray to me to get a nat 20. I'm joking. I have no control over RNG. Joining us today are our players. Shinzo, playing himself.
Hello, hello. Thank you all for joining.
Sorok, playing Quinn.
Also, the only person that controls RNG is RNG Jesus.
RNG Jesus, indeed. Ryan, playing Ikarath.
What's up, what's up?
Mr. Shun, playing Helica.
Hey.
Miss Bean, playing Chantel.
Greetings.
And Dingo, playing Amo.
Don't let them lie to you like that. Hawk can be your angle and your devil.
So, y'all have just returned from defeating the Mistress. You have just this big ol' sack of loot, which, honestly, you can just divvy up later on. You have not only the fourth piece of 8, wood, which, by the way, actually can connect with the one you currently have.
Which I most certainly do.
Mm-hmm. They just click together like a puzzle piece. They don't actually, like, magically merge together yet. And you also have, well, you have two other civilizations to visit and inform them that, yeah, you killed the Mistress. You have the Coatl Herald's Mantle, which has kind of sent the group off on this side quest. Quinn?
Sorry.
Which has sent the group off on this side quest to find the rest of the Coatl Herald's equipment. Claiming that, as the person's journal claimed, that they left a lot of their gear with other people on different islands in this region. Supposedly, all of this stuff working together can make wishes come true or some shit like that. This game has essentially devolved into Dragon Ball. Anyway, enough about
Dragon
me.
Ball.
Yeah, you're collecting the Dragon Ball pieces of 8. Because you get a wish at the end. I'm making fun of myself! Laugh!
I would have argued that this was Pirates of the Caribbean, but okay.
Pirates of Dragon Budokai 3.
Yeah, there you go.
Jesus, that's a
Perfect.
mouthful.
Extreme Turbo Edition. Anyway. So, this episode is mostly going to be roleplay. But in order to do the roleplay, I need to know from the party, where are you going first?
Well, we could easily just go through the process of what we were doing in terms of traveling to the Mistress, which is that we go to the Beehive and then straight to the Needlefolk.
As much as I would like to visit the bees first, the fact is the Needlefolk are between us and the bees right now, so it makes more sense to stop there and then get to the bee folk.
Are they?
To clarify, the 3 are actually in a triangle with each other.
Okay, so they're relatively even with each other.
Yeah. The bees are slightly closer, but there's really no difference if you go to either of them first. It is up to the group.
Yeah, we could do Needlefolk too. First.
Well, now looking at the map and remembering how things actually are, my vote is for the bee folk.
Bees.
Other of us also have business there.
Yeah,
Mind you,
I
I'm
want
saying.
wings.
What?
Mind you,
saying-
I was gonna say, mind you, I was suggesting the Beefolk first because it was closer. Or
Okay,
it's just following the same pathway that we did earlier.
fair. What are you trying to say, Shinzo?
Oh, I was just saying in the character Shinzo's voice, he wants wings. That's why he wants to go back to the hive, because he wants that shield that gives him wings. That's all I was saying.
Oh, that's right, that was a thing.
Yeah, that was the thing, and he really wants it.
That was a thing. Alright. You got it. So we've got 3 votes for bees. Does anybody object?
Mm-mm.
Let's go to the bee folk.
Yes.
We're off to see the bee queen, a wonderful bee she is.
Shun?
Yeah, I said no.
Yeah, Shun. No. Bad. Anyway. As the group makes their way through the forest, you notice that what was once like a thick, like intimidating jungle of a forest has thinned out significantly. Instead of, like, when you came through here, it was thick. There were plenty of, like, trees and vines and bushes just overgrown. But now, it has faded. Like, it's all, like, pulled away, revealing, like, just a sunny, well-lit forest around you. Shining with a green, golden glow. As you approach the hive, you see it long, long before you reach it, which was something like you couldn't have even thought about prior to slaying the Mistress. And as you approach, you see a lot of the bees flying out and heading towards you about half a mile before you even get close to them.
Well, this is either really good or really bad.
Let's hope it's the former than the latter.
As you continue forward, you notice that the bees are kind of hanging back, only watching you, until they recognize that you know they're there. When they begin to notice the party looking up at them on occasion, like glancing up to see, like, where are the bees at today? Like, what are they doing right now? What's going on? Eventually, they start buzzing down towards you, looking around the forest with a confused look, as if trying to figure out why it's so sparse and not as overgrown. The head bee knight looks at the party and blinks slowly. Is this your doing?
Yes.
Starrock would look back towards the jungle and then back to the bee, and then lift up the piece of bait. As he just gives a shit-eating grin.
All of the bees, like, either their jaws drop or their eyes go wider than before. And one of them even drops his spear. You really did it. They immediately all take off. The one who dropped his spear, leaving it there, and fly back towards the hive. As you continue making your way forward, as you approach the massive mound that is the hive's hill, you hear buzzing. Loud buzzing. Thousands upon thousands of hiveborn, all buzzing simultaneously. As you make your way up the hive's hill and look down into the pit, a harmonious melody of buzzing flows over you, as thousands upon thousands of hiveborn are buzzing a gorgeous song of celebration. You see dozens of them suddenly swarm up as you catch their attention, quickly picking up the party with permission, and bringing them down towards the center of the hive. You are bustled away into the central room, where the queen herself is buzzing happily, dancing as best she can with barely restrained glee. You really did it. I must admit, I did not believe you would, but you did it.
A pirate always keeps their word. At least one with honor.
Wait. You think the one chosen by Queen Vespia and the god Shinzo couldn't do it? Disappointing.
It was easy. No.
That's
Cannot
that's
have
all
the
the.
wings.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, he just points towards where the armory was and asks, so, can I have wings?
She smiles widely at the group. Guards, take them and make sure that they are properly outfitted for their trip home.
I would like to point out before we go raiding your armory that Miss Helica, Miss Chantel here should have special thanks. They did a lot of the work out there.
Yeah, they're like keeping me from getting charmed again.
Oh, it's no big deal. But thank you.
It's no big deal. It was fun to smack a bitch.
More or less.
As most of you are led off to the armory, Helica and Chantel are held back. Or no, Helica and... was it Amo? Who else wanted to raise their own hive?
I do believe it was Amo and Helica.
Yeah. Good. My memory has not failed me that much yet. As the other four are led away back towards the armory to pick out their rewards, a couple of burly hive-born knights come out holding eggs. Large, golden, honey-colored eggs, which are being carried in, huge, nearly washtub-sized containers made out of some kind of resin. And there are two of them, which the guards gently place before the two of you. The queen bows deeply to the two of you. I trust you will take care of them.
Helica's lips curl into a smile as she exhales smoke from her nostrils as she's smoking her long cigarettes. Yes, I'm more than elated that you would actually let us take and spread the influence of your colony to the other parts of the world. Thank you. She makes a long snapping of her cigarette on the mouthpiece and blows again.
No, thank you. You have saved not only us, but the other peoples of this lovely forest from a terrible fate. Were it not for you, we would have undoubtedly fallen to the Mistress eventually.
Ah, the Mistress. Right, about that one. I think I have a special place for that one as well. But, it's odd. When she perished, she, dropped a seed. And don't want another one sprouting up and causing the whole thing to happen again. And then we had to come all the way back here and help.
If you still have the seed, we would only ask that you take it off the island.
I'll take it as far away as I can.
Yeah, to space!
Space plant waifu?
Yep. The second best kind of waifu.
Helica places her hand on the egg. Is there anything, that she could be feeling?
Oh, you can feel a lot of life in the egg. It's kind of like it's squirming just a little bit.
How beautiful. I didn't think I'd enjoy the sound of a heartbeat when mine stopped, but... Okay, good. I'll, by the way, is any of our crew here to take the eggs back and haul it?
Oh yeah, everyone who survived the jungle fights is now here with you. Which is mostly everyone. You could probably just load this all up on Arilla and she'd be fine with it.
Oh. Good. I'll have the crew come down. I'm going to go see what the others are up to in the armory.
Alright.
I'll be down in just Thank you very much for your hospitality and generosity, Queen.
You are quite welcome.
When I was in the armory before, I noticed a specific item, but was told I was not yet worthy. A bow made for yourself. I think I perhaps might now be worthy.
Yes. Yes, I do believe you are.
It's very nice. Is there anything specific I should know in regards to raising this young one and establishing?
She will be able to take care of herself. But make sure you feed her a good deal of homegrown honey before she pupates.
Oh, I'm sure that won't be anywhere close to a problem.
She smiles happily at you.
It was a pleasure to meet another. I'm not sure if servant of Vespia is the right word, but follower at least. Hopefully our paths will cross again in more fortuitous circumstances.
Indeed. I wish you the best of luck.
To you as well. And I will exit stage fright.
Yep. Alright. Fucking finally. It took me a long time to find this. Is the bee shield again. Alright. The four of you who are taken to the armory. Okay. Basically, you can pick one rare magic item, and they have it. Particularly the bee-wing shield for Shinzo. And y'all can just pick it later, and we'll go over it after the actual episode. As for Helica and Amo, as the two of you catch up to the rest of the party. Is the party going to do any role playing between each other, or are you just gonna grab your shit and go?
Storok is just gonna be looking around, though he will slightly pay attention to what the rest of the party is doing.
Ikarath is just studying the room again, just kind of wandering around and looking at the architecture as well as everything on the walls.
Shinzo would be looking around. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Shinzo.
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay. He'd just walk around until he found the shield and then put it on his back. Immediately.
Fair. Go ahead, Bean.
Oh, I'm just still here for the honey business. And taking it to Avernus.
Chantel Soul Taxi, the sweetest ride you'll ever get.
Oh my god.
Here I was sitting just being like, Hellfire Honey.
Oh, yes. And delegating special flowers and things, talking about agriculture and stuff the like, to a few of the folks outside the armory. And perhaps maybe even poisonous flowers to make honey that's more, well, deadly.
Well, if
Or spicy.
It might be edible for my wife. Although, where is she right now?
Cue Helica's entrance.
Oh, Oh, right. Sorry, I was looking like a Oblivion character. Oh, yes, I'm here.
So the camera just suddenly zooms really close in on Helica's.
You know, I'm just thinking. Alika will have her hive soon. Hmm, I'm just making deals with some of the bee folk here, looking around.
There are plenty of deals to be made. Though, you will notice as you're making the deals, literally all of them say near the end of it, like, yep, you'll just have to clear it with the queen, but I think that's doable.
The queen? Oh, where is she right now?
Back in her chambers.
Yeah, it's not like she can move.
She's kind of part of the wall, Miss Helica. She doesn't really get out much.
Well, I'll go to her and see what I can do.
She is quite in an agreeable mood at the moment.
Oh, that's very good, Elmo. Well, she goes there, to the queen, bowing first.
The queen will nod back to her.
Well, as I was saying from last time about the orange blossoms and other things, I would like to make a proposition. Perhaps making some merchandise for me?
Indeed. What sort of merchandise are you considering?
Honey that is so deadly that even those from hell can enjoy.
She tilts her head. Are you speaking literally or figuratively?
Literally.
She thinks about it. I believe we may have something of that nature. But what exactly would we be getting in return?
And that's what I want to ask you. What do you need?
We need very little. We are quite self-sufficient. Though I will be honest, having more of that citrus would be delectable.
Ooh, I can provide more. And help you grow even more fruits. I'm quite a purveyor of sorts. I'm sure during my adventures with the others we'll be able to provide you more fruits and other things along the way.
Indeed. Then I believe we'll have a deal.
Good. You'll be able to see two of my very good friends in the nearby future. And she is referring to her two spying devils.
Gotcha. She calls out another couple of Hiveborn who work with Chantel and the Spine Devils to hammer out a basic deal. But we are going to jump back to Amo. As Amo steps forward, a shimmering hexagonal field suddenly drops from the massive bow. As he reaches out towards it, he can feel power thrumming from it. There is What?
He hesitates for a second before the sigil on his hand glows a bit, focusing his power connection with Bigglesby towards this item, feeling, I assume, its connection to Vespia, and then places a hand on it.
You feel a surge of power rock up your arm, setting your nerves aflame. As you clutch at it, you feel like thousands of tiny bee stings striking up your arm as the bow itself begins to glow and warp. Eventually, it fades, your hand still clutching the massive bow, as you look up to see that part of the bow itself, where you were holding it, has mutated and formed into the form of a huge wasp, folding back over your forearm like a gauntlet. As you lift it and pull back the drawstring as like a test, you see a bolt of black energy form between the bow and the mouth of the bee gauntlet, crackling with power.
Shinzo! Look at this shit! It's fucking awesome!
He just smile and give you a big thumbs up. Become a god like me.
I'm a god slayer!
Do not slay me.
Fine! Not yet.
As you are busy celebrating and feeling exuberant about the new control over this legendary artifact, you feel a presence. You seem to be quite taken with my bow.
Okay. I'll slowly undo the drawstring so I don't accidentally release it and break stuff. Well, I'm guessing that this is the ex calling the single father about the kid, ain't it? What, you want visitation?
Amusing.
I try my best.
But no, I am perfectly content allowing my child to live with you further. What are you calling him? Bigglesby?
Yes, that is his name.
Cute. But no, I am more interested in what intentions you have with my sacred artifact.
Well, our friends and I are rounding up some other artifacts, and I get the feeling it might be quite useful in that endeavor. Also might help connect so I can come talk to you about something. But that's further down the line.
You understand the part of this arrangement, don't you?
I've been made aware.
Have you now?
Yes, the plane of clocks and gears and stuff. They have a lot of information about most every arrangement that ever was or will be.
I see. So you took a peek at the future instead of letting it come to pass naturally.
Well, naturally, I'd probably die. And I really don't fancy that. Do you?
If it means my child gaining his full strength, I'd feed you to him 1,000 times over.
I'm sorry, I must have misspoke there. Do you fancy dying? Is what I was saying. It's like, would you want to die in this same situation? Roles reversed and all that. That was my implication.
You say that like I would be.
Well, it is an open question. Well, I'm guessing the answer's now no. You wouldn't mind.
If I were in your position, I would accept my fate and understand my place.
Hey. You know, don't tell the guys over in Gear Town, but fuck fate.
You are amusing. I look forward to watching your adventures. Please me, and I just might unlock more of my bow for you.
Please you. I'm sorry, I'm not in the same room with you. Like, we could try it over the telepathic link, but it's just not the same.
You are so below my league anyway. You feel the presence fade. It is a +1 longbow that also deals 2d6 electric damage.
Well. Oh my god, that was terrifying. Did anyone else hear that, or was it just me?
Hear what?
That's what I thought. Oh, nothing, just,
Be Satan.
talking to... I'm not sure if it's be Satan or be Jesus. Be something holy.
Be
Or
just.
unholy. Yeah, I was just talking to Beegis. Wait a minute. What if Bigglesby's Beegis?
Well, that would make Vespia Behova, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't that make the Queen a Behova Witness?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yes!
I think you mean Beegis Christ.
Oh, we are all going to hell.
Yeah,
In any
Yes,
case,
yes, we are.
just talking to Bigglesby Mom about some stuff. Apparently, she's not really interested in the whole visitation thing, which, you know, I'm not going to complain about. Still, kind of stinks.
I fucking end you.
She sounds like a bitch.
She kind of... Oh, I mean, I wouldn't say that. She doesn't seem like too bad, just kind of out of touch. Did you hear any of that, Bigglesby? I'm pretty sure I can actually understand him, so did he hear it?
No.
Huh. Well... Have you guys... Well... Is Baba Yaga a god? Goddess?
Chantel, that's on you.
It's a mixed bag, some call her that. She is more of a principle of nature.
Be right back.
Okay. I was going to say I talked to a god, but thinking about it, it's really not odd for the likes of us, apparently.
I mean, you got Shinzo.
I mean, true, but, you know, I accept that fact. That talking to Shinzo is talking to a god. I'm used to that, but other gods, you know, gods that started as god.
You saying that just because you don't start as a god means you aren't actually a god?
And I feel like we'll be talking to a lot more gods before this adventure's over.
That's deityist, sir. And I will ask you not to pull that shit on this Christian live stream.
Well, I was saying these things in character, and so I'm trying not to respond to these fucking annoying-ass pigeons getting all up in the hive. Dropping serious moment, think we're going to be dealing with a lot more gods. And just kind of fading to whoever wants to take the scene.
Or fading
I'm
to,
back.
y'all moving on to the other folks if you want.
Let's go.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. I got what I wanted.
Yeah, I'm good.
Let's go. Let's go. It's a me, Mario. Anyway. As the party makes their way out of the armory, newly equipped with awesome weapons and tools and gear and equipment and all that shenanigans, they would find as they are lifted up, taken up after all the deals are done, everything's done, y'all fixed all your stuff. The Hiveborn start lifting the party up towards the entrance to the hive, only to find that there are quite a few Hiveborn there waiting for you.
Oh. What are you all doing here? Are you coming with us, or...?
And that is precisely our plan, Miss Helica.
Ah, well, welcome aboard.
The numerous Hiveborn all attach themselves to someone in the party as they start following everyone out, helping to carry some of the well-earned loot back towards the ship, as the party themselves head towards the Needlefolk village.
Oh, I must have one. They're so adorable.
Gotta catch them all, I guess. As the group approaches the village, ladders immediately drop down upon their scouts noticing your approach, and you can hear faint singing, sounding like melodic rustling of leaves and pine needles against each other, as flower petals seem to flow around you, drifting with the wind. As the six of you climb up into the village itself, you find all of the Needlefolk engaged in a glorious celebration, just like the bees. As soon as you have stable footing and have taken a few steps forward, they rush the party, grasping at you, lifting you up, and just parading the party around, happily cheering and dancing as they go. It takes 4 of them to lift Bigglesby, and he looks quite disturbed by this fact.
Mentos reveling in it.
Bigglesby, just try flying. Maybe they won't pick you up if you're flying. Oh no, they're just clinging on. Okay, come on, just roll with it, buddy. Don't need him, please.
As the group is parading just came to tell us. You have saved our island and our people. If there is anything we can do for you, you only have to ask.
There might be something in the future.
Oh? Please speak.
You see, the reason I'm going after these pieces of 8 is because there's someone out there that's seeking them themselves. Wishing to use it for, I have no idea, but it's obviously not good means. I intend to prevent her from getting, or him, or them, or whatever. I want to prevent them from getting access to these weapons.
I see.
Yes, I do intend to utilize it myself, but I fully intend to preventing them from getting their hands on it.
And
Because
what would you have us do?
as far as I can tell, at some point there will be a battle between me and her, or him, or them.
Them.
Them. God damn it, this is hard. Them, but the battle would be a C1. And I would need as many allies as possible to face them. I'm pretty certain I'm going to fail if I do not have the allies I need.
I believe there is one of our kind you can speak to regarding this. Go and talk to Alga. And he points in a direction, and then actually stops and says, "Oh, no, there she is. Alga, come!" The needlefolk that comes towards you is a feminine one, but well-toned, well-muscled, and wearing some kind of outfit that ties a lot of their spines together.
Remarkable.
She looks at the group, then look up at the elder again. "Yes, you called." "I believe the time to reinvigorate our old tradition has come." Her eyes light up. "That's right. Without the wicked vines, we can reach the sea again." "Indeed. You are our best skimmer. I would like you to go with this man, with a group of the best skimmers you have." "I'll gather them immediately. What will we be doing?"
Well, we're pirates, so pirating is part of the involvement.
"What is pirating?"
Well, you go out to sea, and you raid trader ships.
The two of them stare at you.
It's a bit more complicated than that. It's much more stuff and being interesting. Let's just say, we aren't exactly liked by most societies, mainly because some of our type of people tend to be a little bit more on the extreme side compared to what me and my father were. But with me, we're generally traveling around, finding islands to explore and take loot from that is long forgotten, more or less.
She thinks about it, and then nods. "I can get behind that." And she scutters off. "She will join your crew and assist you with your endeavors. Our skimmers practice an ancient art of skimming, which is a style of dance movement that we practice. With our needles bound together like that, we are some of our more dexterous members are capable of skimming across the surface of the water. After a few minutes, she would come back with a big group, all of them decked out similarly, who are all looking super excited. Is there anything else we can do for you and yours, after you have done so much for ours?
Well, this is certainly a lot already. Can't think of anything that I would need else.
We could use some restocks on food and fresh water for our voyage. Our crew
Yeah.
has grown a bit.
Then you shall have it.
I also would like to supply you some fruits for you to grow, if that's possible.
Certainly.
You see, being out at sea, some of us sailors require a certain fruit, certain types of fruit. As he waves for a lemon and orange. We also made an agreement with the bee people that we'll supply them with a certain amount of a certain fruit as he raises up the orange. But we generally need both for our ships.
I see. Very well. It shall be done.
Thank you. We'll supply what you need right now, and we'll generally make sure that this island is also kept safe. No one's hurting the people that I've already helped so far.
He gives you a slight bow as a couple of his servants take the fruits, and he grabs the lemon and looks at it.
That one's a bit sour.
What you consider sour, we cannot taste.
Really? Well, I would definitely say then you would probably enjoy that fruit a lot.
Alright. And with that, you will have you'll have a bunch of Hiveborn and a bunch of Needlefolk joining your crew. We'll discuss the actual scores and stats of them at a later time.
I do have one question, sir. Do you know an area of this island that a settlement might be made without intruding upon those who already live here? Just a small port for trading purposes.
He thinks about it. I do not believe such a port could exist. At least not one that we haven't constructed. We would be happy to do so, but the nature of this island is such that very little can be built upon it. He gestures to the floor, by which he means the ground. The dirt here is made of our dead, and the natural plants and creatures of the dirt shift it constantly outwards. Only the massive trees can remain stalwart in such conditions.
I see.
Well, there is possibilities about doing it out the year within the trees themselves.
We can certainly do that for you.
It would be greatly appreciated.
Then it shall be done.
Well, I'm ready to go freebooting. How about you guys?
I'm good to go.
I would like to sleep on dry land before we get back on the ship.
It is fair.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, it is late afternoon by this point.
Please adopt one of your people.
I believe you just have. And he gestures at the group that is joining the crew.
Okay.
So, I'm sure this celebration is going to last for days, if not weeks.
A couple days at least.
I think I'll head back to the ship. What about you? What about the rest of you?
I'll return.
Aye.
Shinzo would stand up and say, "Yeah, let's go conquer another island."
We won't be moving out tonight, I'm sure. We won't raise anchor, but I think it would be good to see, maybe there are merchant ports out in these parts of the seas. But if not, it would be advantageous to establish one in a very good spot where we can get trade from all the people that we influence.
Mm-hmm.
I see your meaning. But I very much would enjoy being off the ship for more than a day.
Well, we can take however long.
I was thinking we could at least, enjoy a night or two of celebration before we set sail again.
I can understand that. Decisions. She taps her heels into the
Well,
woods.
why don't we ask the crew?
I vote.
As you turn around, as Sorok turns around to ask the crew, he would find them already celebrating. Drinking some sort of nectar. Just happily enjoying some fruits and veggies. Like, they're already perfectly happy celebrating like this.
Well, that's an answer for us. Don't you all
So it
think?
sounds like one night at least.
At least.
I. So, oh, sorry.
Captain Sorok. What's the name of our ship?
The Black Dragon, if I remember correctly.
Black Dragon. Okay. Noted. Noted. Amo will wander off. If anyone follows, he would be going to the I believe it was a kobold scribe attributed to the captain. And we'll be
Bookworm.
Yeah, I will be getting drunk and working with him on a sea shanty about our adventures thus far.
Aww. You're gonna make me write a fucking sea shanty, aren't you?
No, I'm going to write a sea shanty. That's why I
Awesome.
need the name of the ship.
Mind if Sorok assists?
I mean, of course. It was mostly going to be out of character stuff.
Oh,
Writing it.
sweet.
Like, I've been
Nice.
playing this from the beginning.
Alright. Cool.
Yeah, let's get shit faced.
As Sorok, Amo, and Bookworm get shit-faced writing out this new sea shanty, the rest of you, I assume, are just gonna go partying?
Helica's regaling the kids about the Diamond Desert as usual.
Aww.
Chantel's there, making allusions to emphasize.
Did you know that the ancient name for adamantium is Kefka? As she tells the kids, showing the three moon. Well, it's the sun, a moon, and another moon that's in the sky, lining up. But yes, I'm not gonna. I would go into like a huge, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to take the scene. So
It's cute. As the little as the little needle folk are enraptured by her discussion and her explanation of the diamond deserts, having never actually seen real sand, and also most of them not even speaking common.
Chantel's also sitting next to Halika with her mage hands out, and they're all dancing around, delicately putting flowers on the children needlefolk,
Aww.
doing their hair, as well as Halika's as well. Chantel, with her real self, is plaiting Halika's hair as she regales the stories.
Aww. That's adorable.
But yeah, Helika's going on about all sorts of things from factions and all that, like about the delving into the intricacies of math magic and all that. Even though she's getting like probably like just the stare to oblivion character, silent stare, and she regales him about a group called the Blaze of Grace, and even more so, which she has Chantel make a huge presentation of, which is a place called the Out Dream. Mm.
Yes.
Yeah, the place where. No, go ahead.
It's a place where everyone goes to when they dream, but not everyone knows they are there. But when you are aware, it's quite difficult to find yourself out of it. Sometimes. A place of light and dark. A place where anything can happen. And us in the waking world can possibly be as strong as can be, but in that world, be as weak as a fly, and the other way round.
Well put. Yes, and interesting. Our studies indicate when you're there, there are 3 versions of you that exist while on that plane, and we really haven't gotten to the deeper parts of it. But I'm not going to go into that. That is a whole can of worms. But just know that if you were to go there, it's like going to what is the equivalent of Disneyland? Yes, what is the equivalent of Disneyland in D&D? I mean, in the Forgotten Realms. Is there even?
There's not even an equivalent.
Oh shit!
Mount Celestia,
Okay.
I guess.
I guess.
Well, we'll skip all that. She tells a story and blah 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 blah. After a while and after everyone gets bored enough and they leave, Halika turns to Chantel's like, now, regarding the treasures that we're going to find out there, I wonder if we could build rapport with any of the factions that may be traders and looking for a leg up out there in the sea. I've been thinking, since we faced that Leviathan creature, and there might be even bigger things out there, indicating from the puzzle thing we had to put together earlier, way back. How long have we been out here?
About a week.
A week ago. Makes me think.
Well, certainly. I'm thinking our most advantageous thing is simply to build our own place in each of the islands we go, maybe. Or at least get enough rapport with the peoples and locals of each island.
Right. Because Amo was suggesting that we get a port built here. Everywhere we go, we have trade routes opened and all.
Right.
Speaking on that fact, not everyone's gone. Let's go see what Amo and them enjoyed.
As you go to the local inn, you would find the two of the Sorok and Amo drunkenly singing a sea shanty that they've made up on the spot, then shaking their heads and agreeing that it doesn't work and going back to Bookworm to try and hammer something else out. But the camera is going to jump over to Ikarath real quick. What is
Ikarath? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. I was about to
Oh, it's
ask.
all good.
I was about to ask, what's Ikarath doing?
Similar to what he was doing in the hive, sort of studying the architecture, he's just kind of watching the celebrations that the other groups are having and journaling it. It's something that he's not used to sort of seeing back at his temple, so he finds it very fascinating, and he's just kind of studying the groups and the way they party.
As he does, he would feel something coiling up behind him. And like he could feel the presence of a head next to his own. A spectral tongue flickers out, tasting the air. What say you regarding these mortals? Any interesting observations?
Well, they're interesting in the fact that they seem to really love this island, and yet there's not too much going on here. The Mistress and that piece of 8 was the most interesting thing, but they're happy. I suppose that's something to appreciate. Now, the Hiveborn, they've built quite a lovely thing down there.
Indeed. Aren't they fascinating?
Well, I suppose if you serve Queen Vespia, you must have something quite fascinating. Yes, indeed.
That overgrown wasp doesn't know what she has. But it doesn't matter. It'll be ours soon enough. What do you make of your dear captain?
What about him?
That's
What's there to say?
That's what I'm asking you. What is there to say? Does he deserve the pieces of 8?
Well, he's getting us from A to B. So far, I'd say he's doing a fairly good job.
So could any captain worth their salt.
Yes, but he's managed to stay alive, unlike most of the others.
True. But... I wonder... How long do you think his luck will last?
I suppose it depends how long he has me. Laughs to himself.
Bold words.
I was always taught to be confident in myself. You saying I should change?
No. I like you confident. It means you'll go far. And if you don't, the schadenfreude from your fall will be delicious.
kind of points down to his journal and he says, "Yeah, I suppose it will be. But at least someone will get some enjoyment out of it eventually."
Enough talk. I have a mission for you.
I'm listening.
That cloak. The one touched by the Quaddles. When you reach the southernmost island of this chain, I want you to toss it into the volcano.
Why?
That thing has been touched by holy hands. And I will not have you using it.
I'll see what I can do.
See that you choose well. The figure fades away, shimmering back into darkness. A visit from your patron is often disturbing.
I was gonna say, I simultaneously love that guy and hate him all at once.
Good, that I'm doing my job well. Yeah.
He'd kind of, after having that conversation, stare down at the book and then stare back at the people celebrating and just be like, God, sometimes I wish it was that easy.
Is this some good old delicious teenage angst?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Snaky Boy wishes he had emotion.
Crawling in my sins. These wounds, they will not heal.
Yeah, that's exactly how that was supposed to go.
Fuck you, Daddy Snake. I want to be a good snake CEO. That is one of the things I miss from YouTube. We used to have the folks who would, like, chat up a storm.
Yeah. We gotta find a way to pull him over here.
We do. We really do. Anyway. Does Shinzo want to do anything special tonight? As part of this?
He's already dancing with everybody and getting drunk. Like,
Good.
He's drinking as he's dancing and everything. Like, he's just partying it up.
Good. Good man.
Just don't drink and fly.
Yeah. It reminds him of how everybody used to party when he was growing up in the arena and everything. He saw how everybody partied after a victory. So, yeah.
Aw. Alright. Well, as the night wears on, eventually the party starts passing out. And as you all awaken the next day, you find that many of the Needlefolk have continued to celebrate through the night. The celebration reinvigorated as the plant people start taking in the sunlight of the morning and immediately go back to partying. But, unfortunately, your crew has work to do. As the group heads back towards the Black Dragon, you would find most of your crew already there, working the ship, getting it ready, having already loaded up a lot of the treasure. And as all of them are locked in the coffers and the group climbs back aboard, the sounds of the forest fade behind you as your vessel starts to slowly turn away from Tolplan Island and head off into the, oh shit, that's another boat over there. Everything stops just as the Black Dragon turns away from Tolplan Island to head south towards where on the map you were told the Merfolk Kingdom was. You see another vessel with a glorious black flag flying from the mast, sailing towards you.
Does it have a Jolly Roger on it?
Yes, it does.
Mm,
We should probably load the cannons.
yes.
Sorok just simply grin as he just raises his sword and shouts, "Well, if they want to fight, best flays our own flag."
Raise the flag!
Raise the flag! Raise the flag!
And I will say this, the way I imagine the Jolly Roger of this ship's being or our ship, is essentially a dragon encompassed with a inside of a black heart. Or, well, a dragon skull inside a black heart, essentially.
Gotcha.
With a red background.
So, red field, black heart, red dragon skull.
Yep.
Nice. All right. As the other ship starts sailing closer, it eventually comes to a stop and just sits there watching you. Using your spyglass, anyone with a spyglass or a spell that does the same can look over and see that a lot of their members are watching your ship as well. Everything goes into a terse stalemate as both ships just sit there studying each other for a moment.
Doesn't even have a spell that could communicate this far distance.
Chantel?
Yes, I do, but actually, no. Let me see.
Sorry, what was the question?
Anyone got a spell that could communicate a far distance, like how far between the two ships are? Particularly the sending spell.
We could shout. Don't you pirates have, like, flag signals or something to communicate?
We do have an item in our treasury that can do that.
I was gonna say, I also have message, so I could, in theory, talk to them, but...
Oh,
No, that needs to be within 200 feet.
Yeah,
In line of sight.
I think
fair.
Wand of Whispers has sending.
Suddenly, Azura appears on the deck.
Sorok just scrambles for his sword for a moment, just
Guess we don't need that spell.
surprise the seer on the ship.
A couple of the Blackheart, a lot of the Blackheart pirates immediately draw sabers and aim them at her. Well, aim them at them. Damn it, I did it now. They're my own fucking character. I'm disappointed in myself now.
Sorry.
Point is, weapons are out.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Weapons are out. The Azura just laughs. And, gestures like, come on, hit me. One of one of the Blackhearts charges them, swings the sword, and it phases right through them. As the orc nearly goes tumbling overboard.
Sorok would just start approaching. Obviously an illusion of some sort.
It's a spell of my own design. Do you like it?
Annoying, but at least I can talk to you.
So, you made it here too. I'm honestly surprised. I didn't think you were going to make it. I guess I owe Jackson 3 gold.
Don't matter what you think. I've already gotten farther than you probably have.
You want to bet on that?
Well, I don't need a bet when I already know that I'm going to win.
And what makes you say that?
Let's see. I know things you don't. I have access to information that you don't. And also, I have a crew that can kick your ass.
Oh, you're so cute.
1, I have a lich on the part of my crew. 2, I got a literal witch. 3, there's a big ass bee. Do I need to list off the entire crew that would not only whoop your ass but ensure victory?
She grins. It's cute that you don't think I have a crew of equal capability. You have a witch and a warlock. I have 2 wizards and a sorcerer. You have a lich. I have a tiefling.
The fuck? How's that an on-par combination?
Oh, don't worry. I'll show you before I leave. Now then.
Besides, there's also the factor that I'm getting ahead on you in terms of collecting items.
Quite to mention that we have a guard on the ship too. Pointing at Shinzo.
Shinzo would just wave. Hi!
Oh, right, and we have him that literally could obliterate a god.
She just smiles at that. God fucking damn it. They just smile at that. You have all of these toys, and all of these gadgets, and all of these ragtag group of dweebs.
That doesn't sound like an insult there.
No, it's not. I'm actually quite impressed at how you've managed to pull together. But at the end of the day, it doesn't mean anything. I already know where 3 of the pieces are. And then she holds one up. And I've already collected one of my own.
You're an idiot.
Am I?
I can already say that that's probably your parents.
It's actually not. The one that I know where it is happened to have belonged to my great-grandfather. The other 2? Well, that one was actually quite easy to figure out.
Why is that?
Why should I tell you?
Don't usually the bad guy brag about what they do?
The stupid ones, yes.
Got a point.
The stupid ones brag about what they do. The smart ones explain what they're doing, and then start planning. The dumb ones are braggarts who posture and talk about how great they are and the type of crew that they've built up for this grand adventure. The smart ones already have their tiefling wizard freezing the underside of your boat. And she gives you a wide grin as she just fizzles out. They just fizzle out. Fuck. I'm gonna fucking punch myself.
Right. Hey, Charlotte.
Yes.
And, Herlica, you guys got any means to do that, undo that problem?
I have
Well, I
time
could-
to spell.
If it's already there, then I don't think it would work. Out of character does it work if it's already done?
Well, what he means is, do you have fire?
Yeah, Helica was gonna say I could just boil my blood and melt that easily.
Don't you have a fire sword?
I do. I could also assist in that, but still.
Guys. Hey, Bigglesby, go eat some ice.
And
Go, yeah, eat all the ice. Eat it all.
Bigglesby immediately takes off, buzzing down to the surface of the ocean.
Oh, he can go underwater. He's amphibious. You don't care.
And then a second or four later, he comes back up, looking kind of panicked. As the group looks over the side to see what freaked him out so much, they would see that the water itself has gone completely still in a massive area around your ship.
Oh, this is worse.
Oh my god.
Everything has gone completely silent. The wind has stopped blowing. The waters are completely still and calm. And your boat is just drifting. Now with ice starting to creep up the sides. Not like a massive layer, but just frost.
Helica is going to go overboard and damn, so is this ice so sturdy that it's able to hold her weight?
No, it's not ice.
What is it?
It's water.
But-
He's been becalmed.
Yep.
There's no wind. There is no current. The ice is just there to fuck with us, pretty much.
Helica climbs back up after getting herself wet. Fuck.
Will
Well-
Fireball
Stop
do
sailing.
anything?
It might make a few ripples.
Start sailing. Try to get us out of here.
Who?
I said start sailing. Let's try to get ourselves out of here.
Yeah. Lower the sails. I'll move.
The crew looks up at the sails and looks around like, with what wind, sir?
Whoa.
Zorak, you have oars on this ship, don't you?
That we do, I think. As he goes to actually check that.
I
You,
wanted to roll.
the ship does have oars. What are you trying to perceive, Shun?
What exactly, I mean, well, you already said it besides the obvious. Wait. What's exactly the spell? Is it a spell called Becalmed or something like that? Like,
Roll Arcana for that.
Two.
yikes.
Oof.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
Okay. Well, Helica
You
is
would,
struggling.
You would both be able to tell that, yeah, this is definitely a spell of some kind, but exactly what kind is unknown. Same for Ikarath.
Damn it.
You have no idea, like, what... Well, shit, Amo. Amo would be able to tell that this is a 6th level spell.
This right here is some serious magic shit. I know, because my hat told me.
Okay.
It's a magic hat.
I'm sorry, what?
My magic hat. My headband of intelligence.
Oh,
It
right.
saved me. On a scale of 0 to 9, I'd put it about a 6.
Oh my god.
So pray tell, what is this? What are we bewitched with?
You are bewitched by a spell called Calm the Storm. It completely stills all wind and water currents. For, at this level, about a day.
Can we row?
You can row, but it's going to take a while to get out of its area.
Could
Yeah.
be assist by going around the back and helping to push it.
Not with a boat this big.
Could an ice storm be formed and help raise some wind?
A what?
An ice storm. Or lightning storm.
The problem with that is that it would be entering the effect of the spell, which would immediately stop the wind.
Okay, well, we're gonna be marooned here for a day unless we just start rowing.
As the group is marooned in this zone of dead currents, Sorok and some of the other party members could look back out at Azura's ship and see it slowly turning and sailing to the west.
So it's heading towards Tolplan?
Oh no, you're like right here.
Oh, I thought we were on the other side still.
No, you're like on the very tip.
It's going this way.
Yep,
So you're going to the big one?
it's going towards the really big one.
I have an idea.
Okay.
Let her try going after the piece of aid in that direction.
We'll
just ambush her.
I'm gonna drill this into everyone's heads, including my own.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I'm doing it too.
Look,
Anywho,
as much as I like getting through the stressful situation like that, this is a race. Whoever has more and actually hide them and take being ambushed once, twice each. If they can keep them split up but in known places. Want them to have as few as possible. To know as little as possible about how many. Can't do much about our current predicament, I'll admit.
Current
Why would I-
predicament.
Yes, our current predicament.
How fast could we gauge how fast your ship was sailing against the wind?
I did have-
Their ship was actually sailing with the wind.
Shit. So we won't be able to fly and catch up to them.
nope.
No. They are already like going past the horizon.
I just add more to my statement.
There is something else that we could do.
Okay.
There's one thing I haven't been able to do when we were still trapped on Saltmarsh. You see, my father was a sea prince, and I would be the one that takes his role, yes? Well, it's not just as simple as him dying and me taking the mantle. It's apparently a ritual. There's something with that ritual that might give me some level of control over the waters like she does. She might be illegitimate. They might be legitimate. Meanwhile, I'm just by the name, not the actual power of it.
Well, only one way to find out. How do we commence with this ritual?
That's the problem. I have no idea. I never knew there was a ritual in the first place till my dad told me. And he was a ghost when he told me that, so I don't know how to communicate with ghosts. Other than they appear whenever they want.
Could I temporarily install the Hellforge onto our ship?
That won't rip my father's soul off of...
No,
rip my father's soul apart, would it?
No, he'd be fine. You theoretically could. It would take you a good 4 hours to do so.
Better than no time at all.
Exactly.
But is everyone else okay with this?
Well, Zorok is fine with this, because that would just mean that the ship has a nice engine. I think.
Right. Well, my brother, Ren, actually used to be quite a tinkerer. The last thing he did before he turned into what he is now was a motor for ships.
Are you going to call him up and ask him, hey, can you install this in between
Yes.
issuing divine justice?
Yes.
Oh, cool. What level are you casting Commune at?
5?
Shit, you actually have Commune?
No, I'm joking.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh wait, I can use the sending spell, right? With the Wandy Woo. Let's see.
It has like a
what is-
5% chance of failing.
I don't think it works outside the plane, does it?
No, it doesn't.
No, it does.
It doesn't.
It what?
Sending works on any plane as long as it's within the same universe. And it
I'm
keeps-
sorry. I'm gonna go Kanye here. Hold up.
I'm not
Hold
lying.
up. Hold up. Hold up. What?
Yes.
Even to other planes of what? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow.
It has, but whenever it communicates to another plane of existence, however, it has a 5% chance or a roll of a natural 1 on a d20 to fail.
Hey, you guys, don't use your spell slots. We have a Wand of Whispers that can use it twice.
That we can do.
All right.
So
Chantel, roll me a d20 and hope it's not a 1. Watch it be a 1. Wow!
Holy
1
shit.
point. Oh my god!
Shinzo,
No way.
Shinzo, when you're editing, I want an epic zoom on that.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get one.
my
Like,
God.
damn.
Come on! My brother is a master at tinkering. He could do this within the minute rather than 4 hours. He's an expert.
You call him. You cast sending, and he's just like, I'm busy.
No, please, brother, please.
No, I'm kidding. As the sending, all right. So, what are you sending to him? Like, what are you saying?
You need to be here now to help us install a motor for the boat. Prompt, please.
After a few minutes, you would get a response back from him. What kind of motor and how big a boat?
Hellforge installed onto a ship.
Essentially a galleon.
Galleon ship.
You get what I would consider a sending emoji of a sigh. I'll be there in a moment.
Yeah.
That was a big brain move, honestly.
Yeah, it was.
I
Sean,
can't believe that was handy.
Bean, I'm gonna give you inspiration for that. That was really good.
Oh my god.
I didn't consider that option. All right. A moment later, with a swirl of light and ethereal gears, the inevitable Ren steps out onto the boat. He immediately takes a couple unsteady steps as he looks at the boat. Right. Ship. Hello, sister. How have you been?
I've been good. I missed you so much.
Likewise. Why is there no wind?
A spell. Calm the storm.
He nods. Ah. Which is why you require the engine installed expeditiously, I take it?
Yes?
Right. So where's the engine?
She clicks her fingers, and out from a portal of nowhere, Razgul and Truggle come out with the car.
All right.
Vroom, vroom.
Roll me a d20 plus 6.
Oof.
Oh my
What?
god.
What? No!
Oh, heck. After about an hour of work in the deepest parts underneath the ship, Ren would come back up. We have an issue.
Uh-oh.
What's the issue?
Zorak is going to immediately go downstairs.
You would find the entire car disassembled, with the engine and all of that stuff in place, as it should be. Except that a lot of points are marked on the hull of the ship, where he obviously intends to cut.
Oh.
Yes. We will need some way to actually procure a propeller. If we install the engine as it is, it will power your ship, but it will not move your ship.
So we'll need, essentially, propellers.
Indeed.
Is there a specific material that it needs to be?
Preferably a sort of steel or iron that will not rust. Any sort of metal of that like will do. Plus, we will need rubber for a seal.
Oh.
Thing in our treasury as a haphazard version.
Oh, not really that I'm seeing.
Zorak would actually start looking through their collective goods.
We could probably melt down enough of our wealth to make one, but we don't really have a way to do that.
Melt. I can boil my blood and melt it.
I'm not sure that'd be hard enough to melt metal.
Yeah, it could get close.
Zorak would think for a moment, what about platinum?
If you had some way to shape it, yes, platinum would work.
Wait a minute. Shinzo,
Yes.
why don't you take some money, go to the gear place, and buy us what we need, and then come back.
That actually would work! Shinzo can teleport between planes, can't he?
Yeah,
Yes, he's a god.
I mean, sounds pretty easy.
Good. Let's
So
not tarry.
he would immediately planeswalk
Right on. Where are you planeswalking to?
to the Gil place to try and get. Wait, am I having them forge it, or do I just need to bring back the material?
We don't have a way to forge it on the ship. We're in a wooden boat.
Gotcha.
We don't have a forge.
We should
Okay,
be
yeah.
selling gears or propellers.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to. I would assume the
Home Depot.
smithy or something. Yeah, Home Depot.
Depot.
Going to Home Depot. Yeah.
The bazaar of everything on the plane of law.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'll point out as your game master that there are many, many other planes that would have a much better selection. But let's go with this first and see what happens.
Well, we're sorry, Game Master. In character, we've only been to one other plane. Well, I guess Shinzo's been to two. He's been to Ravnica.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As he lands in the marketplace, he spends about 20 minutes looking around and asking around, trying to find like where he could find like big shipboard propellers. But every time he mentions propellers, they always, like, everyone he talks to points him to airship or like spelljammer stuff. Like, you use those propellers, except they're vertical and meant to lift.
Okay, I need propeller before boat.
Many people are just looking at him wondering why he has a boat on a plane that has no water.
It's in the water.
In a different plane.
Just give me the propeller for the boat, and I'll be on my way.
They are completely lost. Everyone you talk to, and you're getting more and more, like, I would imagine Shinzo's getting more and more frustrated as more and more people just don't understand what he's getting at.
Yeah, he would be. He would just poof out this plane in front of everybody, just in frustration, and go back to this plane, but in Tolplan, by like the smithy or something. See if maybe they have one.
They have no idea what a propeller even is.
Okay, wait a minute. What about the Nah, I doubt they'd have it because they're all about law and stuff. Yeah, I don't know where to go.
At this point, you can use your planeswalking ability to just think of who would have a propeller in the multiverse and will yourself to that area.
Okay, I'm gonna do that and just
Then-
pop up, hopefully nail the boat.
Then roll me a wisdom save, and let's see how close you get.
Oh, damn. Oh, okay,
That's pretty good. You focus hard, you think hard on what you need, and you let your spark guide you. As your planeswalker spark ignites, it shoots you off, throwing you into the blind eternities. And as you land on your feet, you open your eyes to find yourself in somewhere that looks very, surprisingly similar to Saltmarsh. A lot of the people around you are, looking kind of surprised and shocked. And looking around, you see that you are in a massive shipyard. You can see all sorts of mechanical vessels just sizzling, just rolling away, just doing what they do. people building iron boats with massive propellers built onto them, ready to be dumped into the water and go diving. You know, exactly what you fucking need.
Okay. After all the frustration he has been dealing with, he wouldn't even talk to anyone. He would just go up and rip one of them off.
What the fuck?
I come in peace, and I'm taking this piece.
Exactly.
Roll me an athletics check. Okay,
Was there a
fine.
question of how
You,
you would roll?
You just pick up one of the massive propellers off of the ground, hoist it over your shoulder, as a group of like large balding dwarves kind of come up to you like, "Oh, hold up. Sir, you can't just teleport in here and take a propeller."
Sure I can. And then he just poof out.
That's our Shinzo.
Shinzo, I'm giving you inspiration. That was great.
Thank you.
As you land back on the boat with the huge propeller, Ren looks at it. This is well made. Where did you get it?
From a place.
That probably means he doesn't really know what his name is.
How much was it?
Oh, it was free. They were very generous where I went.
Oh boy.
You can tell that this embodiment of law and order is briefly considering arresting Shinzo.
Okay, we'll pay for it later.
Then shrugs. Yes, I'm sure you will. We need 2.
2?
2.
He immediately poofs back.
How much would that be in platinum pieces exactly for one of those?
As you poof back, you find that the dwarves are all like milling around, like talking excitedly to some guards who are garbed in like blue with gold-trimmed armor. Who then look up, see Shinzo pick up another propeller. It's like, that's him! One of the guards immediately pulls a pistol out and fires at Shinzo. What's your AC?
22.
22, yeah. It bounces off of your shoulder. How does Shinzo react?
Just looks over and just kind of glares at him. Stop that! And then poofs away.
Jesus.
Poof! Poof! You're doing a crime! Stop it! Oh my god, that's great.
Shinzo, gotta steal on your shit.
When he is irritated, yeah, he's getting what he needs, okay?
As you poof back in, Ren looks at the second propeller, looks back up at Shinzo. Were they extremely generous again?
Very much so.
Uh-huh.
Well, we are pirates.
They even gave me a dent in my armor, you see?
How kind of them.
Yeah.
So you said we needed rubber. Would construction wax work for that?
Yes, I believe it would.
Then Biggles being, I can definitely get you enough of that. As well as bee folk, obviously.
It takes another 3 hours, but eventually, Ren has the engine fully installed, ready to go, all charged up and powered, and then he kicks it, it activates,
the Doom music starts.
And yeah, within seconds, the boat has already like lurched forward and is starting forth at a steady pace.
Okay. Now that we're able to actually move, regardless of that frickin' spell, now we just need to start figuring out how to make me a sea prince.
Well, best of
Well-
luck with that. Ren would turn to Chantel, give her a gentle hug, and boop his forehead against hers.
She hugs back really hard and sneaks in a whole bunch of cookies. I hope that lasts for the next time we meet.
I'll make sure it does. Be well,
She
sister.
smiles. You too, brother.
He focuses, you see him cast a spell, and he's gone. Now then, as the ship starts churning forward, heading towards Azura's vessel, trying desperately to catch up on this new island to the far west. We are going to end the episode there for this evening. All of you will gain, well, I'll say 500 XP for excellent role-playing tonight.
Woo!
Woo!
Yeah.
Alright. In the meantime... well, next time on Seas of Saltmarsh, the party will be landing on this on the largest island in the domain of the Sea Princes, and will begin making their way in, chasing down Azura and trying to figure out how they're going to catch her. Them. Fuck. God damn it. In the meantime, I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching. You have been an excellent audience. If you're watching this later on YouTube, thank you so much for listening. Special shout out to Shun and Bean for doing a lot of the artwork for each of the characters. And you can follow them at Shunbun and at Magic Bean. Links in the doobly-doo. Special shout out to Shinzo for editing the YouTube version of this session. He always does excellent work. If you liked what you watch, please consider supporting us on Patreon. We need to eat food. And if you support us at a high enough tier, you yourself can jump in as a guest star on these episodes. Otherwise, you can also join us on our Discord channel, link in the doobly-doo. You can come and chat with us at any time. Please like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends, show your friends, shove our campaigns in your friends' face until you no longer have any friends, and then we'll be your friends.
And for those of you watching on YouTube, if you would like to watch us live, come check out Hawk's Twitch, link in the doobly-doo.
Yes.
Then you can chat with us as we're playing.
Yes, indeed. It would be much appreciated. Having people chat on our YouTube page and on my Twitch page is good for the algorithm. And we must appease the algorithm.
All hail.
Yep. Yes, indeed. But, in the meantime, again, thank you all so much for watching. We love you all. Ikarath. Or, Ryan.
Hi.
Hi. So, considering Ikarath is a snake person, does he have a person dick or a snake dick?